So about a week go by, case still open. Another week go by, look up there, case closed. I talked to my kid's mother, called me. She said, what the hell you done? These people telling me not to say nothing to you no more, or don't come down there no more. I said, what are you talking about? She said, what you done done? You done something. I said, I ain't done nothing. She said, you gonna pay me? I said, I don't owe you anything. I said, you owe me just for receiving you in my body. So where's my compensation?
Wait a minute.
You don't own the ass that you're sitting on.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
To land, air, water, girl. I am that I am. Ashmusa Il with Land, Air, Water Bureau. The only place where you are assured to ascend your status. Finally. Officially.
Greetings, everyone.
Peace and love, Noble. How you?
I'm great. I'm wonderful. Living a God's dream.
That's right. Quantum.
Well, I was on phase 5 at the time, but you had sent me phase 6 stuff like 3 months earlier. And as you recall, on the other previous calls we was on, I haven't had a driving license for up until 3 years. And they had stopped me, but like I said, I was on phase 5. But as I was telling you, I got pulled over in Minnesota.
We don't want to scare anybody.
I got pulled over in Carolina, North Carolina, I can't remember. And I text you, and the first time they ever pulled me over, I text you and told you I had got pulled over, and they let me go. And then this last time, right before Christmas,
we don't want to scare anybody.
They pulled me over again here in Florida. Because remember, I go back and forth working in the summertime. So I said, man, I got to do something about this here because I just don't know what's going to happen to me or what. So I was on phase 5, but every time when I try to come home, they wouldn't let me file them. They kept giving me all these excuses, telling me they gave me a document telling me I got to get with the write the legislator and see what they let them file the documents for me.
Oh my God!
So I tried like 4 times up until about October. Then I remember that I still got the child support case, so that's why I didn't have a driver's license. But it was for a rearage. It wasn't for the child support because the little boy 25 now. So I said, well, if I open the case back up, that's how I can find my. So boom, took me like $150. I had to notify the state, my ex-kid's mother. So I notified everybody and I got the case open back up. So when I get the case open back up, I put like 40 documents.
No, God, please, no!
Cancellation of prior power of attorney. I put in under fee schedule. I put in a certificate of assumed name, proof of my publications. Put in all kind of stuff, like 40 pages. They blew right past that, but what they did, you had just gave me phase 6 and 7. So I was trying to fill them out, but like I said, I was back and forth out of town. So you had asked me like, well, how you going? I said, man, I'm working on it. So you're like, okay, Noble, just let me know, update me. So I said, okay. So I knew I had to open this damn case up. So I was like, well, so the case started, I opened it up in October, but they didn't give me a court date until February the 8th. And I had just got all the documents ready like 2 weeks before that, like a week before. And I sent them off and I kept a copy for myself. Then I made another copy and I put it in open court on the 7th. So we go to court on Zoom because down here, they're not hearing child support cases unless you locked up and face to face. So we go on Zoom, I sit home, I don't go to work that day.
2 hours later.
And we go to court because I use my own, and I've been told you about that. They don't take no taxes on my money. So we go to court. They ask everybody is they there. And they tell us they can get back with us in about 5 or 10 minutes. So about 30 minutes go by. So everybody come on now. So the first thing I said, well, my name is such and such and such and such, and I give all rights, title, interest to this case or this contract to the state of Florida.
No,
So the man
God,
immediately jumped and
please,
said,
no.
nah. This is court. This ain't no contract. I said, all right. So we go back and forth. So I tell them I ain't working. So they tell me, well, we need a doctor's note. So I said, okay, I get your doctor's note. But they say, Mr. how much can you pay? So well, I can't come up about 25 a week. So they go to figure it out. So it's three of them. It's the administrator, the state of Florida, and child support. It's like three of them now. So every time one of them got to talking, I say, identify yourself. Identify. So I made each one of them identify themselves. But it was the third one. He was from the state. He didn't say anything because he read the docket. Because what I put in on the 7th, that afternoon when I got off from work, I shot it up. I went in there like 4:50, just enough time to get on to put it in before they close at 5. So they let me file it. I filed them. I did. And I did my again. And a couple other documents that I put in, but always pertaining to 6 and 7.
Hey, that's pretty
So
good.
only one of them people looked at it. Nobody else looked at it because he wouldn't say a word. You can see all of us on the screen together. So my kid's mom, she just talking crazy. Oh, he ain't gonna pay. I already know how he is. He avoided. Like right now he working. I don't know what he doing. So
I do remember you were talking about, because when you first came on, you were like, you want to get back in tune with your offspring, and this child support thing is killing you.
correct.
I'm with you, brother. Proceed.
Yeah, because it was like charged. Because what it was, I was working in Tennessee, and I didn't go to court that day. So they had me paying $300 a week. So I was like, for arrearage now, because I didn't show up to court. So what I would do, I pay a little bit of it through my ex-wife, but she has a trucking company, so they'll turn my license back on. But then I was just bull skating. I didn't never do anything about it. So anyway, we get there. They say we're gonna need a note from a doctor within 2 weeks, and we're gonna redo the case. Reschedule the case back for August. It's 6 months. February, March, April, May, June, July, August. That's 6 months. So I said, okay. So they looked for paperwork in about 2 weeks. So he said, well, Mr. I got a letter here from child support.
Hey, what
I said, okay. He said, I didn't put it in your box. I said, okay. He said, I'm gonna just send it back. I said, okay, no problem, sir. He said, okay, well, thank you.
Fatality.
So, I go on like a couple of days later. It's getting close to the 2 weeks. I go up there, case still open. But now remind me, they supposed to review the case back in August. August coming up. So about a week go by, case still open. Another week go by, I look up there, case closed. I talked to my kid's mother, called me. She said, what the hell you done? These people telling me not to say nothing to you no more, or don't come down there no more. I said, what are you talking about? She said, what you done done? You done done something. I said, she said, you gonna pay me? I said, I don't owe you anything. I said, you owe me just for receiving you in my body. So where's my compensation? So we went on past that. But my case been closed. They closed it.
They closed the child support case.
Yeah, they closed it. Shut it down.
That was in the rear.
You go on the screen. Yeah, go on the screen and look. It's called Duval Court, and the case been closed now about 2 months.
So
I ain't heard nothing. They ain't sent me nothing.
They just disappeared. Stop pursuing you.
Correct.
What does it say online in regards to the reason for the dismissal of the case?
It doesn't say. It just say case closed. But they told her not to bother me no more about the case. Because I talked to her like a month ago. And she was mad at me. She said, you done it again, ain't you? I said, done what? I haven't done anything. So I played crazy, bro.
There it is again.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Yeah, I put in. I put that in too. I put that in also.
That's right. That's right. That's very interesting, brother. And that's how it works. That's certainly how it works.
The lady we talking about now, my son is 25.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So that was old child support and they were trying to come and collect that debt.
Correct.
Wow. Congratulations, Noble. Either way, a win is a win. Absolute. Love to hear these testimonials. People out here in prison right now for child support. You know, people get locked up for that child support and don't even get to see their children behind it. It's a terrible thing what's happening. And I reminded people, was the state in the bed with you and your mate while you were procreating? High powered. And you did that on your own, Noble, with the great minds in collaboration at Land, Air, Water Bureau. Thank you again for coming forth and sharing that experience. Because like I said, people have these experiences and they don't even want to talk about it.
We're going to cover child support. The guidelines for child support are based upon the laws in the state that you're located in. So always consult an attorney in your state regarding whether or not the information provided is applicable. The child support state law is going to determine how much child support you're going to have to pay. Now, the obligation for child support can only be set or changed by court order. So if somebody's telling you that your child support has changed and you're not looking at a court order signed by a judge, it's probably not official. Now, the obligation you also have to pay child support never goes anywhere. And how child support works is the non-custodial parent pays child support to the custodial parent. That's just how it works, because the custodial parent has the child most of the time, has expenses associated with caring for that child, so it makes sense that that person is the person who would be receiving child support. Now, there's something called dormancy. Dormancy means it dies after a certain period of time. No such thing as it pertains to child support. Child support never becomes dormant. It never goes away. You can't bankrupt it. You pretty much have to die to leave it behind.